anyway, moving away from that, the biggest rumour that we're hearing, and again, these are rumours, we must stress this, and, well, what I think it could have a big impact and is possibly the biggest talking point, is we are hearing that there is potential that there are a few clubs who have got in contact with the league and have asked for relegations, so to be demoted from various leagues. Now, I am hearing that some of them are lower down the leagues, but I am hearing that there may be a club from one of the higher leagues who has asked to be relegated. Now, first of all, before we kind of go on to that, what is everyone's thoughts generally about clubs asking for relegation? I'll start with you, Josser.
It depends why, really. I know Conlove did it a couple of years ago, didn't they? They went down quite a few divisions, but it sort of belittles the competitive element for me, I think. But I suppose if you're bringing your youngsters through and you've lost maybe your stalwarts and maybe you know you're going to get dicked every week, that might be a reason for it. But if you're not good enough, you'll go down at the end of the season anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's
terrible time. So.
Sorry, Jay?
But you'd have had a terrible time doing so if you know you're going down. Why waste a year? I don't think it would look good for any club asking to be relegated, whatever division. But they will have their reasons, I'm sure, and it will be for the long-term futures of their club, even if it's short pain for long-term gain. You know, whether it's right or wrong morally, I don't know. Probably wrong, but they will have their reasons, and whatever division they're in, you'd hope.
Andy?
I'm with both of them there, really. I can understand clubs in struggling situations. Maybe they've lost a few players, lost all their strength. But again, I think it belittles a league sometimes. And I think they should probably just see a season out. And again, you know, if they go down, you know, it's only a season they have to put up with. Hopefully, you know, they can up their game and not get battered every week, which I understand what you mean, Jamie. But the trouble is, obviously, relegating aside, for the league, what, you know, if they can't fit them in somewhere, you know, if there's a team that has to move for them, obviously, yeah, if they relegated in one league, they can promote somebody. But do the team that get promoted want to go up? You know, it's not fair on certain clubs. It's, you know, it's not all about that one club. Somebody will have to move for them to take a place in a separate league. So do you just go, right, well, if you want to go down, you're going to have to go down 2 or 3 leagues? You know, it's a strange one. I mean, I've never been in that situation, so I don't know, you know, I don't know what to say about it, really.
I think
you can ask clubs that potentially might have to take their place in terms of promotion. You can ask them if they want to get promoted. That's not a problem. Surely you will find one that get promoted that are ambitious.
So the final thing is let's use Division 1 as the example then, as we've been talking about it. So if the said club who have been asked to be relegated was from Division 1, just for the point of using it, because we've been using it so far, how would that go down? What would you do? Because there are lots of questions, I think, that have to be asked here. So if they get relegated, do you promote, say, Lilleshall, who finished 4th in the Division 2 season when it was last fully played? So basically the last team who didn't get promoted. And they also finished top of the little regional groups last year. Or do you go for Sentinel 2s, who finished with the most points in the friendly groups last season, and who obviously are a big enough club who have a Premier Division side to be able to compete at the Division 1 standard, and someone who we've always said probably can? Or do you go for Kund, a team who got relegated, who were like the last team to get relegated, if that makes sense, the highest of the relegated sides, who, despite not finishing well last season, you know, have recruited quite well and put them in? Or do you not promote anyone and you leave Division 1 a team short and Division 2 a team heavy, and then you promote extra? What's everyone's thoughts on what they might do? And again, we'll start with Joss.
Well, for me, I think your last option is absolutely not an option. You can't have